Okay, for those of you who are looking for a podcast, I'm going to give you some suggestions about how you can go about finding a topic. Now, some of you have mentioned finding something on YouTube, which I don't have any objection to. I think that though you're going to get a better or have a better experience if you can find a podcast, especially a podcast that you can sync up with your phone, that you can access via your phone. I think the audio, for the purposes of this exercise, getting information, I would almost prefer that you have just the audio so that it really helps you focus on just the audio and not the visual. We're going to have a lot of other opportunities to mix audio with video and being able to detect nonverbal communication. But I think for the purposes of this, to really hone in and practice our listening skills, I would suggest trying to find an audio-only recording or a podcast. So let's say that I am interested in travel. What I can do is I'm going to open up my favorite podcatcher. I'm using Pocket Cast. You can choose whichever podcatcher that you wish. Okay, and so here, let's say that I want to look for some type of podcast related to travel. Again, these are all my current podcasts. Along the bottom, you have ways of filtering. You can search, and then you have your profile. Okay, and most podcatchers work very similar. You know, all of them are going to offer a search feature that will allow you to find podcasts based on a particular topic. All right, so I'm interested in travel, so my first keyword is going to be travel. And see what comes up here. Now, in this case, I have here a list of podcasts that have the word travel. Now, from here, it's just a matter of going through and selecting and finding different podcasts that, one, has current information, and two, is of something of interest. So I may or may not be interested in travel and Bible or some sort of religious type of topic. Okay, if that's something that interests you, then maybe that'll be something for you. 0 to travel. Maybe that's something about traveling on a low budget, perhaps. Regardless, choose a topic or choose a podcast and open it up and see how frequent the episodes are. Make sure they're published at least once a week. And 2, make sure that they're all current. Now, right now, it's taking a little bit of time to open up, so I'm not sure if that's because I'm recording on my phone at the same time or if the internet's acting kind of funny. I'm going to try another one. All right, so I can read a little bit here in the description to get an idea. It says here, released weekly, so that's good. I look down here and it looks like the episodes are recent. Okay, and so that's good. So I might even open up one of these and play a little bit and listen to see if, how the person speaks, if he or she is easy to understand. And let's try another one. Women who travel. Maybe I have an interest in this particular topic. So notice how I started off generally with the topic travel, but as I open up and I look at the different podcasts, I can narrow down even more the topic or the subject matter that I'm interested in. And so again, I can look at the heading here, the title. It says here released weekly, so that's good. I can scroll down. The last episode in this case was yesterday, and I can go through and see that they have a history of releasing these episodes on a fairly consistent basis. This is what I want. I want something that's current. I want something that they publish once a week. This is going to be on my phone, so it's going to be super easy to access. The video is not really important. I just want to listen. I want to get as much information and understand what they're saying on a topic that interests me and be able to access this information very easily. right? I can be out shopping and listening to my podcast. If I'm taking a trip with my family, I can have my phone. I can download these episodes, and that's something we haven't talked about. When you open up an app like this, like Pocket Cast, when you can go into settings. I think it's by default, but I think these episodes are on your phone. So even if I don't have a connection, these episodes will be on my phone, right? So let me go into my settings here just out of curiosity. Let's see, profile and downloads, right? So these are the current episodes that I have on my phone that are actually on my phone. And you can set this however you want, depending on how much space you have available on your phone. It says here downloads. Let's go back here again. Let's see, settings, storage, right? So here you can set, how much storage space you have. You can clear, cache, manage download files. Okay, so you have a lot of settings that you can choose depending on your device, depending on how many episodes you have on your phone. For the purposes of this class, I'm only asking for one, but you might have a couple or two or three depending, and because you can choose. You don't have to use the same podcast all semester. You can change. Right now, I just want you to have at least one to get started, but it's okay if later you decide you want a different podcast, you want to use a different source. There's no problem if you want to do that. All right, but this I think this will get you started in trying to find a topic, find a podcast. And again, I would recommend that you avoid YouTube. If you really find something you just have to have and it's on YouTube, fine, go for it. As long as you can easily access it. That's the whole